Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of City Skylines here in the city of Birna Tarn with me, Mr. Potato Head. And first of all, I've just got to make a huge apology. I haven't posted in such a long time. I've just been so busy and, well, there's no excuse, but I'm back now. So we're back here in the city of Birna Tarn. I'll be honest, I recorded this video weeks ago. Like, we're talking back just after I last posted the last video, so I can't 100% remember what I did in this video, but let's just go through it and see. But the first thing you can see is that there's snow everywhere. So in the previous video, we upgraded a load of our dirt roads to proper tarmac asphalt roads, and they need the snow clearing off them. And we had a big old snowstorm last night that we just saw, so we need to get some snow dumps put it. Oh, what are they? There seems to be some sneaky assets that's come in. They're not vanilla, but we're not going to use any of those. They must have just snuck in from a different project I'm working on. Maybe a bit of a giveaway there for the eagle-eyed of you. But yeah, so we're going to create a space somewhere for this snow dump to go, and I think down by the industry area here is as good a space as any. So we'll create a little path there, but that's pretty steep. Let's delete that and slope it out with our new favourite tool, the sloping tool, and that's pretty good. And then we'll be able to make a nice gentle slope down there. Still a bit of lightning going off in the background. It's a big old storm. Now we need to find somewhere we can put this dump in, and there you go. Oh, no, actually we're just going to come off the side of the road there. We don't want it loading onto that main road. That makes sense, so that's pretty good. The other problem we've got, you can see, not enough educated workers. So it's the highly educated workers they're calling out for, which means we might need to start thinking about a university before you can see we have just about got enough high school capacity, but we've got, 3,000 people nearly eligible to go to university, but we haven't got any universities in the city. So that's something to consider for the future. But what I really want to do in this episode is continue to expand. I'm really happy with how we're doing. We're getting a bit busy traffic-wise in places. There's a little bit of land here that we've not developed yet, and I really think we should. So I'm just going to build kind of a main road through here, and then we're going to grab the dirt roads and just build some cul-de-sacs. Yeah, we'll connect up in a few places as well. Might destroy a house or two along the way, but they'll get over it. That's not a problem. And then we'll add footpaths along here. You can see how that's like almost become part of that other road. It's just not got an actual car connection. And then you know how I do, just a little bit of commercial zoning along the main roads and a little node, and then everything else will be residential. So that will fill in nicely. I'm happy with that. The park's doing okay. And then here you can see we've got a nice flat bit of land down here, which I think I want to develop. I think it's about time that we have a bit more of a planned area on here. Maybe, in the history of Birna Tarn, we've got to the point where an actual town is starting to develop. So we're going to weave a road down. This is going to be a collector road, and it's coming off arterial, and it's going to kind of meet up. Yeah, at the same point, we can maybe build a roundabout there or something if it gets too busy. But I'm not too thrilled with how that's turned out. I think what we need to do is actually flatten a little pad out for the switchback. Yep, and then we will just take that back a bit and slope it from either end. There we go, and then we can bring our road down. Yeah, flatten out a nice big area, bring our road to there and to there like that, and then we can just switch back on this flat bit of land, use our road guidelines to make sure we get it nice and tight. And there we go, that looks much better and will be much safer for the people driving down here. So let's just skip the night time. Here we go, with the power of YouTube, we're back in daytime. And yes, we've got this flat pad, and I'm going to build a kind of main road avenue kind of thing that's going to run through it. I'm just going to use a dirt road as a guideline there for now. And then we're going to break it off. We're going to have kind of like, just to make sure we get this exactly right, I'm going to use these rows as guidelines. A little kind of square. It's not going to be a square. It's almost going to be a diamond shape, but that's how we're going to meet them all up. So again, we'll just use roads as guidelines just to make sure we get everything right. And that can come into there like that. And that's going to be kind of the basis of it's not going to be a gridded area, but it's going to be a more planned area. It's going to be slightly more dense in its housing. Might even start to use some high density residential in this area, introduce that. So that'll be good. So we're just going to upgrade this road. We seem to have a few sewage problems. There should be enough sewage available, which makes me think there's some other problems elsewhere. We're a bit low on water, so I'm just going to drop a water tower in here. And obviously it's down the hill. Realistically, that would mainly just feed into, we just had a heating in, that water tower would mainly feed into our new area. But you can't do that, separate them very easily in the game, so it will feed into both, but that's fine. It's on a good like uphill location. So we're going to start adding some services in right in this central area. So I don't just want services, I want, I like this. I'm going to add this pyramid in because I think it gives this kind of more modern look, and I really like that just there. I think as you kind of drive through the city, you'd see it. And then we're going to add the services in along here. This is going to be kind of like a central kind of campus area. Public library will be nice. Oh, there you go. And we've reached a population of 10,000, so that's excellent. And we're going to hopefully get lots more beyond that as well as we develop this area, so that's good to see. So I'm just going to build a dirt road along kind of the edge of this flat area, so we know where we can kind of grid out to. And like I say, it's not going to be a really tight grid. It's going to be just more compact. So say here where we've got this pyramid, we're just gonna, we're not gonna worry, we're just gonna build it like that. And actually I think we can bring this out to here. There we go. And then maybe we can kind of change the angle of the grid behind that or something, mix it up a bit. Yeah, so it is a grid, but don't worry, we're not going to be forgetting where we've come from. So let me just lay out a little road network in this area, and I'll come back to you. So at the moment, this whole area is a big cul-de-sac. So what I'm going to do is delete this bit of road here, smooth and kind of flatten out this area as much as I can. And then we're going to add another connection onto that collector road, just around the edge here. Yeah, try and get like a nice 90-degree connection there. Yeah, and then that's obviously created a bit more space to develop in here as well. So I'm happy with how this kind of top side's turned out. We're going to extend this road. Obviously, once we unlock that next square, we'll develop maybe around the park and back up as far as the flat area will go, but that will do for now what we've got, and we'll just keep feeding it in. So pretty happy with how this is being laid out, and I don't really have a plan, although I want it to be a planned area. I don't have a plan for it. I'm literally just making it up as I go along. Oh no, what's happening? Water, sewage is down, there's no heating, we've barely got enough electricity. What have I done? Oh no. Okay, let's fix this really quick. Look, the population's down to 8,600. We were just at 10,000 a minute ago. We've lost nearly 1,500 people. So we'll add a bit more sewage in. It looks like it's a heating problem. It is pretty cold. I thought we added more heating in, but hopefully that will start to fix itself. Maybe the boiler stations are all working. Okay, I think things are catching up. We seem to be recovering slightly. We'll add more power in. Yeah, there's a power problem. So we'll add 2 more wind turbines in. It's already boosted as far as it'll go. Is that going to be enough? Okay, and we'll just add another power station in. That will have to do for now. Okay, the population's going back up. We've gained nearly 1,000 people. Phew. I mean, this is actually a danger. When you're building a completely new area like this, like I am, I'm not kind of extending off the kind of existing area. You do have to just remember to check back on your city every now and then, because you can have problems that you don't even know are happening over there like that, and then before you know it, you've lost 1,500 citizens and you could be in a bit of trouble. But we saved it, it's all fixed, it's not a problem. So we'll get straight back to doing what we were doing. And the same thing along this bottom end, I'll just run a dirt path along there so we know where we can kind of grid out to. And underneath here, there's that big castle thing that we saw, the castle ruins that, if you watched the first episode and you did sort of like, you saw the map tour I did, I really want to get down there. So that's kind of the aim, is to have this as like a city centre almost, with like little communities around it. That's kind of going to be the inspiration. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out. I think we're going to go for some commercial and offices around this kind of central square. Yeah, make it like a commercial avenue and everything. And then basically we'll just fill in. We are going to pop a university building in here. I don't know how long that will last because I do want to build a university campus at some point as well, but the city was crying out for those educated workers, so we'll put that in now. And then again, just little nodes of commercial around and about everywhere. Oh, not that. Yeah, we'll just do a little bit and then focus it kind of along this main road, this collector road, I suppose. Same on this side. And then basically everything else is going to be residential, but we'll pop a few parks in first because we want this to have like really nice high land value around here. We want it to be quite a nice unique area. Put some different things in to make it interesting, and then we're going to mix in a little bit of high density, not too much because we don't want this to be, you know, towering, but yeah, just the odd bit of high density right around this middle section. Maybe not where the university is, but yeah, and these like maybe the first block or two back. Again, not on that one with the pyramid. And then the rest is all going to be low density. So that way it will have like a nice kind of staggering of density. That's what I'm looking for. So let's get some water into this area so it can start to develop out. Nice and easy when you've done it as a grid like this. It should be pretty efficient to lay out our pipes. And then hopefully we'll start to see this fill in pretty quick, although we don't have heaps of demand at the moment, but we'll see how it goes. And some of these larger blocks we've got down at the bottom here, they're pretty good to have because you can add, you know, some of the larger public services in, like the schools and stuff. But also I'm going to fill it out with trees and landscaping and make it, you know, you want this to look like a really nice place to live. So again, this is almost, in some ways, it is still a cul-de-sac because you've only got the one entry. So we're going to add another entrance down here, which means if people need to get to the industry area for work or if goods need to come in, there's a easier access for them. It's a bit steep, that road, but I think it's manageable. And then we're going to mark this as its own district. So let's set some policies. We're going to do a high-rise ban, so we don't want any of those high-density houses getting really crazy big. And just to encourage a bit of growth, I'm going to lower the taxes there. We're making plenty of money, so that's not a problem. So we'll watch and wait that fill out. It seems like the snow on the roads is clearing up, but we maybe need a bit more coverage on this end. So I'm just going to drop one in there, which in hindsight might not be the best place for it. It is on what's effectively kind of like a collector road at the moment, but that'll be all right. Any problems over here? Not really. I do think we can start to expand this ore mine. So what we can do is flatten out another bit of land like we did in the other one and cut into where the natural resources are, sell some soil. Oh man, wasn't that just the best update ever that came with the Airports DLC, selling soil? Oh, I love it. But yeah, we're going to slope down here so we can get a nice entrance road into this area. Just use gravel roads again. That'll be more than enough at this stage. And then run this road along the front here. And then let's see what we can add in. We're not going to spend too long on this today. We're just going to chuck down a few assets. So I like these ones because of the moving areas. Ideally, I don't want to destroy any of those rocks. Can we squeeze it in? Maybe just here. Yeah, if we have to destroy the one rock, maybe. Let's just see if we can squeeze it in without destroying any of them. No. Oh, well, there you go. Yep, so I like that. I like the moving parts you get with that. And we can probably squeeze another one in over this side. Excellent. And then some workers' barracks for the people who are going to be working down here. An underground mine is pretty nice. Yeah, just, you know, get lots of natural resources out of it. This is what this area is for, so we'll do it. Once we've got that next square, we'll loop up and around or whatever, but that'll be all right for now. And then just see if we can squeeze anything else in. I think if we pop a road along here, we should, in there, it will fit. There we go. Excellent. Yeah, I like how that's turned out. And again, we'll do some more work on detailing it in the end. And then we're going to flatten out another land up at the top, same as we did on the other side. Create another entrance over here. And this is where we'll put some more processing buildings. So what have we got? Fiberglass plant. I don't think they're too big, are they? Let's just... There we go. Yeah, we'll get one of them in along here. Some storage. Yeah, we'll squeeze storage in there. Don't know if we'll get one anywhere else. Oh, we've got these storage buildings. Maybe if we just flatten this out a bit more, we'll be able to get... Yeah, there you go. Run some pipes along. So, to be honest, at this stage, I'm really just trying to level it up, get workers, get resources built. I'm not too worried about anything else. But, you know, it's working. It looks good anyway. And we'll come back and detail that at a later date. How are we doing over here? Well, we just don't have any residential demand, really. That will come eventually. I'm not too worried about that. So let's just head back over. I think we can tidy up some of these power lines now. Yeah, if we just connect these ones over this way and then connect that in there, we can delete a load of these power lines, which is much better. There we go. Pretty happy with that. Making $7.5 grand a week profit, and the resources are on its way up. We'll level up in no time. Excellent. And what are these? Still the worker education. So hopefully, as you know, this new area develops out, we'll start to see that improve. But I think we're missing an opportunity. Oh, Briarwood Park. We'll get to that in a second. But I think we're missing an opportunity here just to connect this new area up into our park. So that's nice. And then let's head over here. Briarwood Gardens. We still need to rename this. I don't like the looks of that. But that's on 4 stars now. So we've unlocked this climbing frame. So let's see if we can get this up to 5 stars. And that'll be really good for the city. So we'll just line it with some smaller trees. Add a path coming through. Very nice. And what else have we got now? We'll use the little trick of popping down some of these that we do. Just bonus attractiveness, really. And then we'll put some tables on. So, you know, as the kids are playing on the climbing frame, the adults can sit there in the snow getting freezing cold. And of course, we'll add some food, an ice cream van, because, you know, who doesn't want ice cream in this weather? I know I'll have ice cream in any weather. Doesn't mind me if it's snowing. We'll have plenty of lighting through here as well, so that people feel comfortable accessing it any time of day. How are we doing? Still got a long way to go to get to this entertainment. So what can we pop in? I know we've got loads of these gazebos, but I'm just going to keep chucking them in. They work well. What else have we got? Another info booth. That can go up there. That will help. And what else? Gazebos. We'll add some vegetation. Just purely aesthetic, the vegetation is. 1065, so we're not far off. Another gazebo might do it. What about squeezing one more in here? 1079. Don't think any policies are going to help us. Benches. Let's put in benches everywhere. They give us a little boost. Bit excessive. Oh, come on. 1120. There we go. There we go. So now once we get the right number of people, right number of visitors, that'll go up to level 5, and that'll be a really nice asset for the city. So our new area down here is filling out quite nicely. We've still not got huge amounts of demand, so it's going slowly, but I'm happy with it. It's called Willow Park at the moment, but we will need a name for it. So if you have any suggestions, drop those in the comments. But I think this is where I'm going to leave it today. I'm excited to see where we go with this in the future. I'm not going to promise when the next episode's going to be. I'm not going to say next week or whenever. I'm just going to post as frequently as I can, but I'm going to leave you with a city tour for now, and I'll see you next time.